This is my presentation based on Super Mario Bros. And it was made by the Nintendo Company in 1985 by Shigeru Miyamoto and Gunpei Yokoi, and they are Nintendo's chief engineers, and they also worked on a previous game like Donkey Kong for the Nintendo Company. Now, Super Mario Bros. Was specifically made for the Nintendo console that came out in 1983, but this game was specifically made for an at-home version of Mario Bros. From 1983, the co-op arcade game. This is an electronic platform genre, so that means wherever your character goes, like if they jump on the screen or go down, the camera follows. So it simulates movement from up or down or side to side, so the camera kind of follows your character as they move on screen. So here's Miyamoto with his creation of Mario, and the first Super Mario Bros. Had an internal programming team for his running and jumping to simulate weight and movement, because he believed, that I have a quote right here, adding weight helps the player believe it's a real character. This helps them form emotional attachments. So he believed if he made his character Mario more lifelike and more real, then people would want to buy the game, want to interact more, and would just overall enjoy the experience more. So he did this in the 16-bit version by whenever they jumped up and landed, he would slide a little bit to make it seem like he was actually had weight to his character. While in the 3D version of Super Mario 64, his body would actually, when he jumped and went down, the 3D version would squish to make him seem like he landed on the ground, which is something I thought was cool. And Super Mario Bros. Was basically made for any inexperienced character to understand the game, to basically figure out. And they would use Universal Signal. Basically, one of the main villains is a mushroom, and people would realize, like, hey, mushrooms are kind of suspicious, we don't want to eat them, so they would try to avoid that character in the game because you would just think they're bad. And he thought the Koopas, who are the turtles, would be a little confusing for more inexperienced players. So he made the bad mushrooms, or the Goombas, to be an easier villain for people to figure out and understand. So when they would get to the Koopas, the intermediate, they could figure it out. Interestingly enough, the original Goomba, the little mushroom, was black, and it kind of looked like a chestnut. So they nicknamed it the Kiribo, which means Goomba in Japanese. And originally they made all the levels of the game before that they made the World 1, the tutorial, because they got a lot of reviews in after the gameplay, and they decided what to fix to make it easier for other characters, or other audiences to play. So the narrative, basically what is it about? Mario and Luigi are in the Mushroom Kingdom. They have to fight King Bowser, which you can see up here in the game, and try and rescue Princess Toadstool. Obviously now it's Princess Peach. Princess Toadstool, you can see her right here in the TV version. That was from, I believe, the 90s. And you have to fight Mushroom Goombas, Koopa Troopas, the turtles, and there's different levels of above ground and below ground gameplay, and you have to fight Bowser to win the princess back and save the day. That's the gameplay. So who is this for? This is basically for all ages back in the day, and now it's for inexperienced players so they can understand and figure out the game. And even now it's one of the best-selling games and one of the most popular gaming franchises ever. Just recently it was made into a movie, and Jack Black, you can see here singing Princess Peach, his song from the movie. A lot of people enjoy that nostalgia value, and even new audiences, for younger generations, they understand and they can play the game, and people just kind of come together to be able to play the game. And hold on, let me show you.